If you walk up to any Octonaut fan, ask them what is their favorite fan fiction is. They'll say Sheldon's Big Day, Washed Up, Troublemaker, and everybody's favorite autistic story, Young Shellington Sea Otter, OTTERMAN of Autism. But we don't know clearly sure Sheldon is autistic. Pretty much that cannot happen in the Octonaut episode because it's a children episode. But we don't know clearly Young Shellington Sea Otter can happen, or can it? We are going to solve 3 cases that may prove it that Sheldon have autism. First, we need to figure out that Sheldon is actually capable enough to be autistic. Second, we need to dig down into Sheldon's childhood that he'd been bullied before. And finally, we need to dig down the deepest that we can get that Sheldon and Barnow's have been old-timey friends in 1987. These are the systems that kids have. These are the diagnoses that children have been diagnosed with. Autism, Asperger's syndrome, and ADHD. Well, we clearly know that Sheldon do not have ADHD. If he does, he'll have racing thoughts. Now, well, thankfully, let's do the first thing. Let's go to the first thing. Now, the treatment for Asperger's syndrome is aggressive, compulsive behavior, fidgeting, impulsively repetitive movement, and social interactive. Sound familiar to you? Well, clearly, Asperger's syndrome is clearly mean it's either below autism or below autism. Pretty much, if Sheldon is a perfectly strain of Asperger's syndrome, but that's not the case that we're looking for. We haven't talked about real autism yet. So basically, autism is kind of like Asperger's syndrome, turned up all the way up to 5 or 10. Caused by inappropriate social interactive, poor eye contact, compulsive behaviors, compulsive behavior, and repetitive movement. Inappropriate social reaction. Poor eye contact. Compulsive behavior and repetitive movement. But no, these should be
Those are all characteristics of autism.
But no, these should be condensability systems, right? Right. But clearly, do you know what the number one thing that Asperger that autistic children or otters have? Sensitive to loud noises. Pretty much, if you're diagnosed of Asperger's syndrome at the age either 4 or younger, pretty much you'll cover your ears because you do not like loud noises. Well, basically, in the story, Sheldon had been diagnosed at the age of 7. The age of 7. Sheldon should be diagnosed at the age of 4. But why? Well, pretty much every year or month, children go to see their doctors, like at a certain age. Basically, Sheldon was going to a 7-year-old checkup until the doctor told Sheldon's mom that he's completely autistic. Pretty much Asperger's syndrome. My glasses. Sheldon is complete. Well, pretty much. Remember the episode of The Only Lonely Whale? Well, basically, when Tweak put the Joe code onto Joe's neck, and after when he sounds like he's a regular humpback, pretty much it made that terrible noise. It made everybody cover their ears. Now I completely remember now. Asperger's syndrome, my glasses. Sheldon is completely autistic from head to toe, and that's where it's getting gets into to young Shellington Sea Otter now, because pretty much at all if because autism is clearly getting close to anger management, and also can be even close in behavior treatments and center in centers in centuries processing. Pretty much, if young Shellington Sea Otter can actually happen, pretty much they'll make an pretty much I'll meet one of the creators of the Octonauts, and I'll tell them that I wrote a story about Shellington. So I told Shellington, that I made a book about Shellington, and to be honest, if they understand what I'm saying, pretty much I'll tell them that I made a book about Shellington's life. Pretty much not technically his life, so basically, if young Shellington Sea Otter, OTTERMAN of Autism happen, it will happen in one of the episodes someday, or I am just being a little bit of a drama queen.